Alrighty, guys. Welcome back and good morning. We are back at it live for your 2025 Women's Championships here at the Hidden Spot, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. We are underway. I was a touch late getting in this morning. Not terribly late, but late nonetheless. And so the ladies have started here. Angela and Regine doing battle. It is Angela at the table. They have just started. And it is the final day. They whittled it down. Top 32 coming back today. And hopefully everybody doing well just after 9 o'clock in the morning here. Current time, local time. And we have a full day and probably into the wee hours of the morning. Angela looking really good here. Wanted to stay on the right side of center for that 11 ball. Although there may be the option just to float forward and bank that 12 into the bottom right-hand corner. That will do. She's got the edge. Going to be really tight to try to get past that 5 ball. See if I can give you this side view and let you look at it. That is what she's dealing with right there. Oh, Angela Kilbride. I apologize. Let me change that. Just like that, fixed and switched. I appreciate that, Janet. So good effort there from Angela. Doesn't leave Regine much in the way of an offensive shot here. The cue ball ending underneath that 5 ball. So she does more than likely have the cut on the 2. But it looks tight. Bending down, giving it the one-eyed wink. You know it's tight when. Oh, she's looking at the 3 here. Can't quite tell. Does she have the whole piece to be able to make the 3 past the 2? That will work. That will work, I believe. I think that 2 is kind of stuck right into that corner. Angela does have the full hit here on the 10. Might be able to follow that 2 in. Tough to do from that angle. She is calling it. Good effort. And same type of deal here. And Regine going to have to play the combo, I believe, 3-2. But if she can manage that, she'll be set. Or should be set. She'll have the 4 into the side. I know the 7 goes. Does the 5 also go by the 12 to the bottom right? If not, she can just play forward off the 7. Bump on the 8-ball. Not sure she wanted the bump there. Would have really liked to have been on that 4-ball, but 8 sticking its nose in the way. Does have the cut on the 3, but that is a long reach. I think I'm probably going to play the safety on the 6 or the 4. Oh, she had full in on 4. No issues whatsoever. And happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome back. If you can do me a favor and let's get some shares happening, likes on the stream, that would be great. From what I'm hearing, some of these ladies were here until 4 a.m. this morning. Definitely a battle, that is for sure. Eight ball coming in again, sticking its nose in the way. Ideally, would have liked to have had that 6 ball. But the banks, we'll see if they are open here this morning. Oh, they are indeed. 9 a.m. Sunday morning. The banks open for Regine this morning. Very well done. 6 ball, top left-hand corner. I think she might have called the right-hand corner. She did indeed. Just a touch off on the trajectory, but a great attempt on that back cut. Cutting to the blind corner, not an easy thing to do. Had great position on the 8 ball had she made it. Angela with an open table miss there. That will bring Regine back to the table. Little distance between that cue ball, 6 ball. But really nothing to do here but make the 6. Send the cue ball a couple of rails. I do believe it will pass that 10 into the bottom right-hand corner. A touch over hit, but she's on it. That can work. This 8 ball to get herself on the board. To the heart of the pocket, Regine getting on the board. And once again, everybody, if you're just tuning in, it is the final day of streaming for the 2025 Canadian Women's Champion. We will see later on this evening if we are going to have a Triple Crown winner. So let's see who we have in the top 30 ladies here. See if it'll give us an indication. On the A side, we have Brittany Bryant, Tasha Thomas, Tony Sakamoto, Joanne Ashton, Veronique Menard, Natalie Chabot, Krista Walsh, Naomi Williams. On the B side, Maureen Cito, Shannon Kanach. Hopefully I said that properly. We have Jody Yankowski, Iris Wang, Melanie Arcand, Denise Belanger, Janet Ritzy, Kathy Metzinger, Ashley Charlebois, Angie Kilbride, Regine Lane, Valerie Bedard, Bev Ashton, Chandra Radford, Renita Bremner, Natalie Jacob, Bernadette Tucker, Brandy Johnson, Lisa David, Elaine Reaper, Lan Fong, Kathleen Zagier, Nikki Thomas, and rounding out the top 32, Del Arcand. Congratulations, ladies. Top 32 in the 8-ball for the Canadian Women's Championships. Good morning, Catman Q. I'm not terrible. I can honestly say I'm not at 100% given the amount of streaming I've done this week, but hopefully as the day progresses, my brain starts to wake up a little bit. Try to conserve some of my voice box for a little bit later on as we get into the wee hours of the morning. But I'm doing A-okay. Wouldn't have it any other way. And Regine at the table. She's going to go high ball. I might start with the 313 combination. Although this is not bad either. She takes this 14 and then use the 11 for that combo. The one thing you got to watch with that combination, if she decides to take it, and it looks like that's what the plan was. So the one thing I was going to say, mentioning that combination from the 11 to the 313, is to make sure you connect with that with enough speed to get the 11 out of the trap between the 3-6. Thank you. Yeah, it was, last night was rough. I was tired. Tired really all day yesterday, and it's due to the day prior starting at 9 o'clock in the morning and going till 12:30, putting in 15 and a half hours on the mic. That hurt, and then getting back up and getting here. You know, I did get in a little bit late. I think it was 9:30 yesterday morning, and then trying to figure out why we couldn't go live on Facebook. And yeah, it was a day yesterday, that is for sure. But was able to cut it off a little bit early last night. I went home, and I'll tell you, I slept like a baby. Had some good sleep, so sleep-wise feeling okay. A little bit tired still just due to the week, but overall, not bad at all. My voice might go a little bit Barry White here this afternoon, but that's all right. Angela at the table here, looking at these low balls, trying to map it out, figure out a way to clean them up, get herself on the board. And do let me know how my volume is if I need to turn the volume up. It looks like a 5-2 combination here. Oh, nope. 5 into the side pocket was the attempt. But again, Angela leaving it really good. I mean, depending, I guess, on your perspective. She's leaving it good. Regine would like a better opening shot, but she's leaving it good. Looking at the 10 ball, seeing if that cuts back past the 1. She may have the 15-3-13. She could even just push it straight into the 3. Doesn't have to back cut the 3 at all. Oh my goodness. Wow. That was close. Volume is very good. Perfect. Thank you, Catman Q. That will bring Regine back to the table. I'm sorry, Angela back to the table. See if she can clean up the rest of the low ball here. A good attempt. She was onto the trouble ball that she had on the table, which was the 6 ball. I believe that 6 will drop past that 12 ball to the bottom right-hand corner. So Regine, a couple of different options for Regine here. She can back cut that 15 ball top right, take the 11 into the top left-hand corner. Could also back cut the 14 in either pocket, left side pocket or down to the bottom left. And that 6 ball now in some trouble here for Angela. Got pushed down the rail, does no longer pass the 12 ball. I don't think it even passes the 10 to the bottom left-hand corner. It will go up top right. She can find a way to get underneath between the gap of the 10 and the 12. Got a nice angle here. Can play that actually right into that 12 ball, just straight tops. No worries at all, Greg. Nice shot there from Regine. That leaves her the 11 ball into that right side pocket. Still some work to do. I think she'll try to play in and get position on the 15. That's the next big trouble ball. And if she can manage that, yeah, really well done. Pull this off the rail. Kind of shoot for the gap between the 8-6. Get in on the 12. Oh, very well done. Again with that 8 ball sticking its nose in, but she's in good here. Onto the 12, nice little pocket waiter. Cut that 12 in off that side rail, back across between the 10-8. And that 10 going into that same bottom right. Yeah, well done. Well done, and some nice angle here. She can just pull this up towards that 2 ball. Yeah, I wanted to get just a touch higher than that, but nonetheless, still on that 8 ball. A little more of a cut than what she'd like. Oh, hits it to perfection. Very nice. Regine taking a 2-game lead early morning. That's awesome, Greg. I appreciate that. And we got to give these sponsors a shout out early in the morning. If you happen to recognize any of them, even if you don't, if you can do me a favor, just search them out on social media. Give them a little bit of love and attention. I would appreciate that, as I'm sure they would. It's always good to give them a little bit of love, keep them around, utilize them again on future events. Regine now back at the table for the break, leading us off in rack number 3. Solid hit. Solid hit. Little bit of work to do on this rack. A little bit clustered into the bottom right of the table. And really, at the end of the day, kind of shooter's choice here. There's some trouble no matter what way you look at it. 2 balls trouble for low ball, so is the 3. But then you've also got 15 in trouble. You've got the 11 in trouble. 13's in trouble. So really, it's shooter's choice on which group they want to take. And again, really here for Regine stepping to the table. Just not a whole lot of options. She might be in on the cut on the 15 ball. That's the ball hanging out by the 3 to the right. Could take the 10 ball cut up at the top of the table. A little bit overcut there. But again, right, with this much work to do, missing early, not as magnified as missing late. That pocket, I'm telling you, we've seen it the entire event, just not happening in that top pocket. Nice back cut there on the 9 ball. Looking at the bank here again on the 12, I believe. Nope, taking the 11 ball, top left-hand corner. Finds a way, especially in that tight pocket up at the top. It is made of rubber, that pocket, for sure. One bank, very nice attempt. Didn't miss by much on that one. Looking like a safety play here, yeah. And with the 14-15 kind of trapped between the 2 and the 3, still some work to do. What would I do if I was at the table and I'm Regine? And I guess it starts to get into the question of, do you want to take more soldiers off the table? And at this point, with the 2 and 3 also being locked down, I don't know that I will. Yeah, nice shot. Very smart. That will tie up that 8 ball. I believe the 1 will still pass the 13 down to the, or sorry, not down to, into the top left-hand corner. Might be able to take it now. If she has it now, that might be the smart shot. Take the 1 ball, cut it across to the top right-hand corner, try and bump that 8 out of there. That'll solve some of the riddle. She is calling safety here. Into the 8 ball first. That opens it up for Regine here. Take ball in hand, and I'm probably leaving all of that alone up top the 10-13. I'm sorry, that's not the 8 ball, that's the 4 ball. 8 ball's hanging out by the left-hand side pocket. That changes things. So no ball in hand. Maybe just chip off the top side at 10. Oh no, Greg, I appreciate it for sure. Having somebody to ask questions and make comments, that's always good. I don't mind that, not at all. Muddying up the waters with that 15. Sending now 3 of Regine's balls down into that cluster of the 2-3. But it definitely affects the visibility, and the algorithms do pick it up if there are more comments, and definitely if there are more likes. It kind of algorithms get to be pushed up, and the stream just gets noticed more. No, man, I appreciate it. So still lots of work to do here in this rack. And with the 13 there, I mean, she's got just very minimal angle here to try to come down, and really the 2 is in the way here as well, to try to come down and get into this 12, 14, 15 stack. Might be able to play underneath though. What a shot. What a great effort to break that stuff apart. She may be able to back cut the 12 into that right-hand side pocket. Could try to take the 14 straight in, but that is a very tight pocket from that angle. Yeah, really, really small. Really small pocket there. That being said, I mean, talk about a great shot on coming down here and try to even get into that cluster with the 2 kind of in the way there. Increased the difficulty of that shot, but she did really well by it. So Angela now to the table, really just the 3 ball for her to worry about. And she may be able to get to that on the kind of the right-hand side table, just up by that side pocket. I don't know if she can make it. Hard to tell with the vicinity of the 15 being where it is. But sitting good, in control here. Take the 1 ball, 4 ball, 2 ball. I don't think there's any way to kind of leave a quality safety in any position at this point. I think it's pedal to the metal. Pedal to the metal at this point. Mad City, Madison, Wisconsin in the house. Good morning. And you're right, it is going to be a great final day These ladies putting on a show for us, of course. It'll be a long day, but it'll be a good day. And with that miss, let's see what Regine can come up with here. 15 still locked up by that 3 ball, and really there's not a breakout ball in sight. So this is kind of how my mind tends to think when it does think is I need a ball down in that vicinity of the bottom right-hand pocket. So I may look at sending a ball down there and trying to play safe. Might have to watch from the berry patch again. I might have to come up there and help you find them berries. And an attempted safety there did give Angela a shot at this 2 ball. 2 can go down to the bottom left-hand corner. And I think at this point you just got to go. Try and take that cue ball off that right side rail. Get down in here and try to rearrange the furniture around that 3 ball. Oh, what a shot. Great shot there, Angela. Got a little bit unlucky in terms of her being really, really close to that 3 ball, but really great shot. Nice little back cut into the blind corner on top of the difficulty. And did get a little bit close. So calling in Steph to ref. Well done. Gonna leave herself thin here. Cutting in the 8 ball, but it is there. It does cut. It will work. Is that 10-foot Brunswick still in town? Not here. Not in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Oh my goodness. There is that bloody pocket again. That top left-hand corner on this table is just unbelievably tight. Now, that being said, I do believe that 12 ball passes the 14 into that top right-hand corner. Could also cut it into the side. That's always an option. Nope. That's just a little outside. That's going to leave Angela to step to the table with the 8-ball as a sitting duck inside that pocket. And indeed takes full advantage. Oops. Puts herself on the board. Added it to the wrong. There we go. And once again, and as always, guys, if you can do me a favor, as mentioned prior, give the stream a like. And even beyond that, if you want to copy the stream link, share that out to as many pool groups as what you can. I would greatly appreciate it. I know the ladies would too. And it's such a good way for learning your game. Some of the best advice I ever got, and this was before streaming became a thing, but some of the best advice I ever got was to record yourself playing pool. Right, I had a table in the basement, and they told me just record yourself playing. You'll get to watch and learn a lot about how you play. You get to see kind of how you address the ball, whether you're stroking straight, any twists, any movements. You get to see a lot. And so I know a lot of the ladies here, when they are on the stream, they'll go back and watch, see what went right, what went wrong for them, make any adjustments that they feel necessary, and helps improve the game. I can't even remember who it was that told me that, but that piece of advice always stuck with me. Yeah, Greg, I'm telling you, it's such a useful tool. I mean, it's why playing on the stream, as it's almost a double-edged sword, right? You're playing on the stream table, so there is some added pressure and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, you get to go back, you get to watch yourself play under pressure, not just kind of playing around at home and practicing. You actually get to see how do you play under pressure and use that as a learning tool. But not to discount, recording yourself playing at home, because it gave me a ton of insight, right? How do I address the ball? Is my stroke straight? Am I twisting? Gives you a ton of good information about yourself. All right, so Angela at the table if you're just joining in. Oh, great shot. Great shot. Look at this. Wants that 8 just to hold up a little bit. 15 top left-hand corner. What a run this has been for Angela to tie it up. Oh, needs to get by this 5. I think she's there. What a run from Angela. Oh, she's there all day long. All day long and twice on Sunday. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Angela doing the deed, getting down to it this morning. to tie the ball game 2 apiece. That's how that gets done. And I think these ladies are going to go for a quick little break. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, back with you, everybody. I'm back, they're back. I got back a little bit late. Got engaged. Oh, excuse me, engaged in a conversation here. Wow. Did I come back at the right time or what? And as always, guys, do me a favor. Give that stream a like and share it up. The lady's putting on a show. Regine equal to the task. Very well done. And let's give you the tale of the tape for these two ladies. Angela Kilbride out of Sydney, Nova Scotia. Her home pool hall that she plays out of Dooley's in Sydney, plays with a Predator P3 playing cue, has a Viking Crush break cue, Predator Air jump cue. She's been playing 10 years. Wants to give a shout out to all of her supporters in Sydney. Knight Pit. Title, she is the 2025 8-ball silver world champion. First place in maritime championships, not just maritime championship. Wants to give a shout out to her sponsor as well, Knight Pit. And for Regine, she is playing out of Langley, BC, plays out of Metro Billiards, playing with a Predator across the board for the playing cue, break cue, jump cue. Been playing for 30 years. And wants to give a shout out to her sponsor, Evo Sports. So Angela leading off the break rack number 6. Cue ball kind of stuck way up into that top left-hand corner, but at least she's shooting out of that corner, not into it. That corner has not been kind at all. So a couple of different options I can see on the table. She does have the 4-ball. She could play the 6 10-ball combination if she chooses to. She can take either the 15 or the 1, so lots of different options to shoot at. Made the attempt on the 15. And that was a ton of distance and shooting out of the pocket. Not an easy thing to do. Leon Trudeau, how you doing, my friend? Tuning in from Ontario. I appreciate it, my good man. Been a minute since I got to see you, but it was a pleasure seeing you. Which event was that at? Where did I see you, Leon? All my events have blended now, one into the next. So open table here for Regine. Yes, Sutina. Yeah, another really good event. But it was highlighted by getting to see you again. It was, gosh, years and years and years prior to seeing you there that I've been able to connect with you. So it was a pleasure seeing you again. Nice shot here from Regine. She is in on that 10 ball, has the run at the table. Everything has a home here. Got to be careful on this shot, though. She is a little bit close to the rail, so trying to draw out of here could be a little tough. And I can't quite tell with her angle if she can just play forward and top that out. Could go underneath. Yeah, very well done. Push that 7 out of the way. Doesn't want it to sit in that pocket, though. Yeah, it was a good time for sure. So 14 ball here. And it does look like she has a little bit of angle. She can go forward 2 rails and out. Or is she playing a carom? Nope, straight in, straight out. 9 ball, she's hunting, I believe. Wanted that to come out just a little bit more. Can't quite tell if she's stuck. Wonder if our side view tells us anything different. Not really. Can't quite tell. How about to the heart of the pocket? Really well done. That will do. These ladies picking up the pace a little bit. Just waiting for Maureen on the other table to get finished. Ten ball in and out. Cue ball shooting the gap between the 5-8, I believe. Underneath, this could work too. No issues here. And it's tempting to take that 13 first because it's farthest to the right, but I might actually take the 15 ball up to that top left-hand corner. That way I can connect with that left side rail, come back across, and have the 13 into that left side pocket. Right now it could work the other way too. You could play the 13 into that top left corner. Nice little touch on the cue ball. A little bit of draw off the left rail. Between the two 15, back out and play the 15 into the side pocket. Oh, super smooth. Super, super smooth. Made a little bit of a connection there with the 4 ball. Ideally would have liked to have had that come out a little bit, but it does give her some angle to work with here. Back cutting that 15. It is into that stingy corner up at the top left-hand side. I would imagine we will be here till at least 1 o'clock in the morning. Might even go longer than that, but we'll see how it picks up throughout the afternoon. There is that pocket. I'll tell you, stingy as it gets. Some interesting conversations going on in the chat. Keep it up, guys. I love it. I won't really comment on all of it, but I enjoy it, that's for sure. And you know what? I may as well ask. We've got 130 viewers on joining us. We appreciate that. Where is everybody tuned in from here this morning? Still early morning hours here in Calgary. Oh, a little bit outside there for Angela. We are sitting 10:15 local time in the morning. Yeah, that pocket is just, it has not been kind. I can say that. Now, the difficulty here, as we've seen again all weekend long, that 15 is sitting really deep inside that pocket. So it can get really, really tricky here to pull that cue ball out with any kind of accuracy to get shape on the 8. So it might be, if it was me at the table, I'm just going to straight try to draw right off the 15, not touch a rail and just draw straight back, just like this. A touch heavy, but what a shot. That's how that's played right there. That's the blueprint. Welcome back, Greg. Fremont, North Carolina in the house. Thank you for tuning in. Good old Lodgepole, Alberta. Regine looking to add to her lead. Get back to that 2-game spot. Now, the positive part, if you are Regine, that 4-5 not in the greatest of positions for Angela here. So if I was at the table, I think I'm actually going to break that up right now. I'm going to rearrange that 4-5 and just kind of tuck the cue ball to the rail. Because removing soldiers off the table while you've got that 4-5 tied up can come back to bite you. Yeah, it is. It really is. You got to hit the heart of that pocket up at that top left. It is just not forgiving at all. Yeah, so now you just touch that 4 ball. Create a little separation. Uh-oh. A touch hard. This will give Regine a shot to pad the lead, get back to the 2-game lead. She was up 2-0. And Angela came charging on back with a great run to make it a tie ball game. Raymond tuning in from the WAC. Chilliwack, BC in the house. We appreciate you. And does just that. Had to wipe its feet to get there, but it did get there. Regine now back up 4-2. And you know what? Is this, let me just check. This might be a B-side match here, in which case I believe it is a race to 5. I have the RT wrong. It is not RT6. It is a race to 5. So Regine on to the hill. Forgot to change that piece this morning. The brain was not awake when I got here this morning. Was still well asleep on my pillow. Still might be there now. All right, Regine at the table, ready to lead us off rack number 7. Wow. She hit that really, really square. I don't know if a ball went in. Doesn't look like it. Unrewarded for a really solid hit. And I think if I was at the table, that 7 deuce does look pretty wired up to go past that 12 ball. If not, they do go. I believe the 7 does pass the 2 to the right-hand side pocket. So a little bit of work to do. What does our high ball look like? High ball's actually not terrible at all. Might be even favored. Start with the 13 ball. Just come short of the 6 on the right side. 15 into that left-hand side pocket. And control of everything from there. Just a little outside on that too. And I'm wondering if the top left-hand corner is kind of into the mind of both of these ladies, because it is stingy. Not wanting to give up much. So again, wide open table here for Regine with a chance to close escrow. And I think I'm going to leave that 9 ball. I'm probably going to take the 15 first. I want to clear the top side of the table. So I'll take the 15, then the 13. Come around a couple rails off the 13, sit on to the 14. Really well done. Nice little drawback. It's got some great angle here on this 13 ball. And so I'm really curious to see whether this pocket is kind of in the mind of these ladies. Got to hit the center of that pocket. Nice little right-hand spin here. Yeah, very nice. Even with a little bit of a rub there. Now she's sitting in good. If 11 passes that 12 ball, I'm probably going to take the 9 ball and just a nice little touch roll forward for the 11 ball next. And I believe it will go. So might have just a little too much angle there, not really sure. Maybe it's a little of the wrong angle. This way will work as well, though. 12 ball in, some right-hand spin on the cue ball off the bottom rail. Just over to the left-hand side, and I actually don't mind it at all because it gives her the choice that if she hits this 12 ball, kind of comes... Oh, she's even got the 10. Never mind. Never mind. I didn't see that 10 ball. That looked solid to me. My glasses need to be cleaned. A little bit far, but this still works. 11 ball bottom right-hand corner. The 10 ball to the left, 9 ball to the right side. And she's got the 8 ball back to the bottom left-hand corner to close escrow. Yeah, that's really well struck. It's got a nice angle on the 10. Utilize some angle here. And just straight up, straight down. I don't think I'd try to go to the second rail here. Get it straight in on the 9 as you can. That's why I don't go to that second rail. I don't want to be shooting off the beach. But she can still make this work. Nice little push through on the 9 here. Just a touch outside. And I'm pretty sure that's kind of the results of having to shoot off the rail, where you can only hit the top side of that cue ball. I think that's probably why I just play that ball straight in, straight out with the cue ball, not try to connect with that second rail. Sorry, guys, I had to give my wife a shot in the ribs. All right, so back at the table, Angela now at the table. Very well done. Create a little bit of separation with one of the trouble areas on the table for her. And the next trouble is the 3-1, but it looks to be fairly wired up to that nasty corner, that top left-hand side or top left-hand corner. Looks to be fairly wired now. Regine, of course, looking to just close escrow right here. One rail kick, 9 to that right side. Whew. A drive-by and didn't miss it by much. Well, the second place prize in that 3-1 is no longer wired. Requires just a little bit of a cut here, with the 3 being a little farther outside the rail or off the rail than what the 1 ball is. Yes, this is a good idea. Straight through, try to rearrange that 3-1. Stood up a little bit into that shot. She did give it the drive-by. Cue ball waved as it drove on past. No connection, however. And I'm fairly certain Angela wanted to go a little bit forward there, just kind of stood up a little into the shot. That drops the aim level and ended up drawing. So I guess you got to ask yourself, is now the time? And I kind of tend to think yes. Are you going to get any better on the angle going from the 3 to the 1? Right, you're semi-flat, which is kind of where you want to be. 3-1 combo. Just caught that 3 ball a little thick. Shoved everything offline. However, in doing so, you kind of put the heat onto the opponent to make the 8 here. Right? Obviously, you got to make the 9 ball first, but you put a little bit of pressure onto your opponent. Now everything's sitting wide open for Angela. Regine stepping to the table. And the 9 ball I don't think is really going to cause too many issues, but I don't think it passes the 2 into that bottom right hand. Right, so with Regine on the hill, you kind of put the heat back onto her. Oh, and she just handled that with ease. She hit it perfect. She's dead perfect onto this 8 ball. And really, that's how you got to do it. You got to take advantage. Right, and if your opponent takes advantage, they're just doing what they're supposed to do. Regine Lane closing escrow, getting the job done. She will move on. Angela, nothing to hang your head about. Top 32 of 60 players in the Canadian women's 8 ball. Nothing to hang your head about. Not at all. Your opponent simply took advantage and did what she was supposed to do. So great showing for Angela. Regine going to be moving on, as will we. It is that time. We're going to shut down, restart. We'll get the next match locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll for you. If you haven't done so, make sure you've hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on. That way when I go live again, you'll be notified. You can join me back here on the live stream. On behalf of myself and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, I appreciate you tuning in, especially given the wee hours of Sunday morning. Don't go far. I'll be back here in a few minutes.